Hello and welcome to the OCVarsity Boys Hoop Show. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, being joined by Steve Fryer. How are you doing, sir?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. All right. Steve, we're here at Troy High School in the heart of the Freeway League, and man, what a crazy league this is, Steve. I mean, last week we were at actually, it was a horrible game between Sonora and Troy. It ended up being not as close as we'd like because, Troy had a couple starters missing. But this week, Troy is looking at some really special opponents. Quite a game going on in this crazy Freeway League.
Yeah, the league is pretty crazy, John. And crazy means fun, everybody, because what we have is we have a three-way tie coming into this week. Three teams at 4-1, Sonora, Sunny Hills, and Troy. And here in this gym on Friday, it's Sunny Hills here at Troy. And one thing I like about the Freeway League is the crowds are pretty cool. You know, Sunny Hills is going to bring some kids. And so the Troy people, they've been ready to match them cheer for cheer. So it's going to be a lot of fun here on Friday.
Okay, a surprising team in league here, Steve. In the top 10 that I don't think anybody thought was going to make as much headway as they have this season, and that's Villa Park.
Exactly so. You know, they're 7-0 in league coming into this week. I think everybody kind of pegged Foothill. If anybody's going to be 7-0 after 7 games, it would probably be Foothill. But Foothill's had some injury issues. Real good sophomore Eric Patton just had a cast removed from a wrist, and Stephen Brown's had a broken wrist or hand situation as well. Really good player, good post player for them. So they've been, kind of just now getting healthy. Now Villa Park plays at Foothill on Friday, and that's going to be a fun game. Foothill's at 6-1 in the league. Villa Park's at 7-0. That's a really good league. Villa Park's got a couple really good players. Blake Selway, he's been fantastic for them, and a younger center sort of guy, Lamont Tyler's been outstanding for them as well.
Finally, your weekly Mater Dei update. They actually lost, and that was, yesterday on the road in Ohio, of all places?
Yeah, and Monday on Martin Luther King Day. What happened was, Elijah Brown of the Monarchs, he spent his freshman year at St. Edward in Ohio. When his dad got the coaching job with the Lakers, the whole family moved out here west. But they still sort of decided, hey, let's take the Monarchs back out there to St. Edward and play. So McKnight said, yeah, sure, that's cool, Coach Harry McKnight. So they did that, went out there, got beat 58-44. Kind of an interesting little angle on this one too, right, John?
Yeah, we do have an interesting angle. Stanley Johnson coming off the bench?
Yeah, coming off the bench because he missed the team flight on Saturday, made it out there somehow. I don't know if Stanley hitchhiked it out there or what he did, Jonathan, but he made it out there, did not start, still wound up leading the team in scoring with 17 points. I think he had 11 rebounds as well. But, he didn't start, and, the rules are rules, and so they stuck with him. And, I don't know if that's what, everybody calls a trap game or what. You're kind of looking ahead to league games. They got a game against St. John Bosco coming up this week, I think. And so what happens is something that you and I think have talked about in the past, Jonathan, is that Mater Dei, I've seen them do this. They seem to keep it in third gear and sort of sleepwalk a little bit, which they can afford to do against a lot of teams. Yeah. But you go out there into a real small gym, 1,800 people in that place, standing room only. It's a tough place to probably go play. You got jet lag, it's snowing, you're stuck in your hotel room and all these other things. A lot of factors work against you, but it's still a 10-foot high rim. The floor's still 80 whatever feet. And so you still got to work through all that. So these are the kind of games that when you're winning a lot, they can be the best potion you can take because you realize we got to lace it up tight and be ready to rock every gosh darn night because we're everybody's Super Bowl. We better be ready to play. We can't come out lackadaisical like I've seen Mater Dei do and still pull out a win. This time, I think it didn't happen.
All right, that's Steve Fryer. I'm Jonathan Khamis. Thank you for watching the OCVarsity Boys Hoop Show.